Live from Nassau Coliseum in Uniondale, New York, this is NBA G League basketball. And tonight, the Long Island Nets welcome in the visiting Grand Rapids Gold. Hello, everybody. Alongside Dominique Patrick, I'm Matt Estrich. The Nets closing out a 4-game homestand here at the Coliseum. They're 2-1 so far. And Dominique, a big reason for all that success has been a revitalized bench for Long Island.
You got to have bench production, and you saw that against the Crews, 45 points off the bench. But Terry Roberts was fantastic in that game. Flirted with a triple-double, 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. This is the type of player who embodies the phrase, I'm going to just do me. When I get out there on the floor, he has so much energy. He impacts the game in multiple ways, looking for his shot, facilitating for each other. He always seems to have the mindset, I'm going to come in the game and make things happen immediately. And we saw that against the Crews here. As you look at the numbers, even 4 steals, we saw that impacting the game. And I love the energy that Terry Roberts brings for this team off the bench.
And the Grand Rapids Gold coming off an impressive win a couple of nights ago on the road. They went into Maine, won that game in overtime. It was Kessler Edwards, the former Long Island Net, Brooklyn Net draft pick, who had that game-winning basket. Well, we are moments away from tonight's tip-off, but before we get there, let's get a look at our starting lineups. Curtis Jones and Dane Goodwin in the backcourt, joined by Terrence Hargrove Jr. and the former Long Island Net, Kessler Edwards, and the big man, Moses Brown, third-team All-G League last year. And then for the Nets, familiar backcourt pairing, Malachi Smith, Tyson Etienne, also Nate Williams. E.J. Liddell is back, the two-way player with the Long Island Nets, and he's joined by Grant Nelson in the front court. For the Grand Rapids Gold, 6-9 on the year, 13th place in the East. There's the head coach. He's Ryan Bowen, first season in charge, was an assistant coach with the Denver Nuggets for 14 years, also a 10-year NBA veteran, made a bunch of stops, including a couple years with those Denver Nuggets. And Mafon Udofia has his Long Island Nets, Dominique, at 9-7. A couple of movers and shakers last night. The Nets moved back into the eighth and final playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Coach Udofia has his team losers of 1 in a row, but they have won 5 of their last 7. Nets lead this all-time series 11-9. Winners of last year's meeting there on the road at Grand Rapids. A couple Nets still making their way on the court here on New York Liberty affiliate night. The Nets wearing their Liberty-inspired jerseys. The best part of these, Dom, is that you can own these jerseys after the game. They are available on the Dash Auction app. They'll be signed, and you can own the super cool Liberty-themed jerseys you see here on the floor. Well, we are ready.
Love them.
We
They're
love
so
them.
Cool.
I mean, the Liberty are the undoubtedly sharpest-looking team on the court in the WNBA. And the Nets certainly feeling inspired here with the fit they were going up against Grand Rapids tonight. Opening possession for the Gold. Good ball movement, makes its way up top. Three-pointer from Dane Goodwin, no good. Rebound chased down by Nate Williams.
Well, you know that Moses Brown is going to draw a lot of attention. 7-2 into the paint. He's going to be seeing double teams all night. The question is, how does he pass out of them?
Tyson Etienne, first shot is good. Fresh off of becoming the Nets' all-time leading scorer in franchise history, Etienne gives the Nets an early lead.
Well, that had to feel good. Off to a great start already, seeing the first shot go down. We saw a little bit of struggles from him in the past 2 games.
First whistle of the game, Tom. Let's give a look at our keys to tonight's ball game.
Well, we talked to Coach Udofia before the game, and he said that we got to run them off the three-point line, guard the arc. They hit 21 threes last game. I know that was an overtime game, but this is a terrific shooting team. And then be ready. Being ready when your number is called. We talked about it a little bit in the open. 45 points off of the bench, just up and down the lineup, different contributions from everyone out there.
Curtis Jones, the sensational rookie two-way, misses the free throw, but an offensive rebound for Moses Brown. Fouled by Grant Nelson, and have an opportunity to three-point play.
Well, this is another thing they got to definitely be on their P's and Q's about. Offensive rebounding. They have the length inside. You're going to have to find a body, especially off the free throw line. That drives a coach absolutely crazy when the opposing team gets a rebound. But how about that move from Brown? Little footwork, putting the ball on the floor as well.
Grant Nelson, right after he committed the foul, realized probably should have hit Brown just a little bit harder. That was too easy. And that ties us up here at 3. Moses Brown, 7'2", 260 pounds, native of Queens, New York, as E.J. Liddell's first shot is off the mark. Here come the goals. Liddell back after joining the Brooklyn Nets on their West Coast trip. Also played yesterday. Brooklyn's loss at Barclays Center, played 10 minutes as Curtis Jones hits the floater. Lafon Udofia telling us before the game he'll be mindful of how he utilizes E.J. Liddell in tonight's game, given the fact that he did play yesterday in the NBA. Nate Williams falling out of bounds, threw that ball off of the gold, so the Nets retain 16 on the shot clock. Etienne puts it on the floor. Ball worked around. Liddell into the paint over to Grant Nelson, challenges Brown. You're going to see a lot of that tonight, Dom, going at Moses Brown. Good luck. 7'2". Big, long wingspan will make it tough inside for the Nets bigs. Here's Etienne. Back to Nelson, who thinks twice about it this time. Back out to Etienne. What a start for Tyson Etienne.
Well, that possession there shows me that Etienne's been in the film room because he's making adjustments, not getting too deep into the paint, not getting sucked all the way in, passing it out and getting it back at the three-point line, not forcing some shots, and he looks good so far.
I mentioned Etienne became the franchise's all-time leading scorer as Grant Nelson gets called for the foul. That's the second on Grant Nelson. Give another look here at that latest three from Tyson Etienne. He became the franchise's all-time leader in scoring, but he didn't shoot it very well. 3 of 17 the other night from three.
And this is how he's got to get the threes, right? I mean, passing the ball around, great ball movement, attacking the lane, but not settling for a contested shot. Got it right back on the three-point line and got a much easier shot. So I love the ball movement. I love how he's playing right now with a lot of energy. He definitely has studied that film on why he struggled.
There's Goodwin, fall away with 3 on the shot clock. Another rebound up for grabs and is controlled again by Grand Rapids. Blocked by David Waka, ball still loose, and the Nets finally corral it. Grant Nelson with those 2 early fouls is out of the game. Waka back in. Another one of the bench standouts lately for Long Island as Malachi Smith converts on that nearby floater. Grand Rapids, a bunch of guys who can fill it up. Tough shot there from Jones, but another offensive rebound for the Gold. Goodwin and another block from the Nets.
Really nice contest.
E.J. Liddell going right at the D in transition, has it blocked by Kessler Edwards. Grand Rapids have a man open down the floor. It's Moses Brown with the reverse finish.
How about Edwards getting up for that shot? Liddell kind of slowed down as he got in the paint. It set up the timing perfectly for Edwards, and then they get an easy one on the other end.
Kessler Edwards played 31 career games with the Long Island Nets. 2 seasons entirely in the organization as the Nets hit another 3 in Long Island. That one from Nate Williams. 3 of 4 down from long range here in the opening minutes.
And we've seen inconsistency, right, with shooting the threes. But Coach Udofia says, as long as we're taking good shots, and so far, these shots have been good. Touching the paint, being patient, getting it back out.
So the Nets have an answer for Moses Brown. They'll take a charge. It's Nate Williams putting the body on the line, and he smiles running back down the floor.
Laughing after that one, in perfect position, read that perfectly. I like the effort that Williams put in here. Just saw Brown catching the ball. You know he wants to put the ball on the floor and get closer to the goal. And he did a nice job just shuffling over.
My roster, Dom, has Nate Williams at 205 pounds. I think that might need to be updated because he is without a doubt. He's built solid. You can definitely say that.
Yeah,
very, very tough. I mean, he is the toughness on this Long Island Nets roster. David Waka was fouled on that last drive. But maybe one of the ways, Dom, the Nets will try to neutralize Moses Brown, I should say.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like Brown last game against the Celtics, he was kind of putting the ball on the floor too much. He had quite a few turnovers in that game as well, too. 6 turnovers. He was just trying to play through the double team. So now you have to look up. Teams are recognizing that you want to put the ball on the floor. So I give a lot of credit to Nate Williams knowing that, studying him, knowing the game plan, and stepping over to take the charge.
Well, it's Waka drawing the assignment on Brown. Left-handed floater. That was nice touch there from Moses Brown.
Beautiful, beautiful touch. And that time spinning away from the double team. So he's just recognizing more as he's getting settled in.
Here's Liddell. His jumper off the mark, rebounded by Brown. Brown 7 points, 2 rebounds here before the first stoppage of play. And that's poking away from Brown, but it ends up in the hands of Jones. Here's Kessler Edwards with 8 to shoot, contested by Liddell, short over the backboard, and we'll get a whistle. Checking into the game for the first time for Grand Rapids since way back on January 10th is James Akinjo, longtime NBA G League veteran, 130-plus games in 4 years. Guy the Nets saw a lot of during his tenure with the Westchester Knicks. Akinjo's been out with a left wrist injury. Grand Rapids certainly excited to have him back as that pass is to Liddell, who tried to finish up over Brown. Brown was up to the task. Transition 3 from Goodwin, no good. As bodies go flying, it's Tyson Etienne who ends up on the floor. That'll take us to our first break. Fast pace of this one, Nets up by 4 early.
Homegrown, hand-picked, a team grows in Brooklyn. Watch the Nets all season on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
So all eyes on number 10 in blue tonight. Again, 8 to tie, 9 to break the Long Island Nets all-time scoring record for Smith. Finds Williams trailing. Nate Williams. Williams, the pump fake and the feed from Waka.
City 4 of 13, the Nets 5 of 14.
Corner 3 from Williams is good. Zucamato out in transition, had it blocked. Nate Williams on the other end. Schumacher bouncing from Waka, extra feed for up. Nate Williams bullies his way. That was an impressive pass from Wendell Moore. Now Williams' a straightaway 3 is good. Williams backing down Moore to the hook.
Welcome back to the Coliseum. The Nets with an early lead over the Grand Rapids Gold. Last time out for Long Island, it was Wednesday night here at the Coliseum against Motor City. Long Island came up short, dominant game that came right down to the wire.
Man, it was exciting, and you could just see the energy that these two teams were playing against in that outing. And, man, Williams with 18 points, 10 rebounds, another double-double for him. And I thought he was fantastic. They did a nice job. But how about Jones with 32 points and 15 rebounds? My goodness. He was putting on the clinic down low.
Isaac Jones for Motor City was phenomenal in that game. He was the difference maker down that fourth quarter. And speaking of difference makers, Nets got to do something, Dominique, here to figure out Moses Brown.
Yeah, with a player that tall, you got to do the work early. If you let him get too deep into the post, it's over with. And he's been getting the touches pretty deep in the paint.
Again, Grant Nelson picking up 2 early fouls, so it's David Waka drawing the assignment, trying to slow down Brown. And there's another triple from Tyson Etienne, a perfect 3 for 3 for the franchise's all-time leading scorer. Good hands there from Waka, poking that one away.
Man, Etienne is saying slump wear. They got a little bit of rest. We talked to Coach Udofi about that. Being able to just kind of work on some things, get your body back healthy. I mean, they went on a tough stretch, before was they been giving rest before this one. So maybe it was good to see Tyson get a little bit of rest, watch some film, and notice how he can work on his shot.
Both these teams relatively well rested, especially for this time of the year. The Nets with 4 days off. Grand Rapids had that win at Maine 3 days ago. It's Kessler Edwards showing some nice touch in the paint. Edwards played 62 games with the Brooklyn Nets to start his NBA career. Got the take from Waka, threw it down and couldn't quite get it to go all the way down. That dunk attempt is no good.
But I like the guts. It was a really gutsy move on Moses Brown.
There's the answer from Grand Rapids. It's a 3 from Dane Goodwin.
They were over 4 from the three-point line before that shot.
Goodwin, one of those guys who can fill it up in a hurry, coming off a monster game, is Terry Roberts seeing his first action tonight for the Nets. But to go back to Goodwin, monster game last time out on the road at Maine. He had 25 points, tied his career high with 12 rebounds, made 7 threes in that game. Goodwin, a third-year pro out of Notre Dame. Their all-time leader, 158 games played, never missed a game at Notre Dame. How's that for durability?
I mean, oh my goodness. I mean, that's attractive, right, as a player. Like, you could stay there on the floor, just being available.
Best ability, availability. That pass inside, deflected, and Akinjo coming away with the steal. He'll push it. Doesn't have numbers. Well, instead, gives it off to Ogbede, Derek Ogbede, into the game. Like I say, it's off of the Nets. We saw Derek Ogbede a couple of weeks ago when he was a member of the San Diego Clippers. He was traded to the Gold back on January 26th. Ogbede going to spell Moses Brown here. All tied up here at 16. Akinjo gets it into Goodwin. Etienne closing out on Edwards. Nice touch up over the outstretched arm of Waka.
It's a really nice take. He just stays on balance when he's attacking. Edwards doing a really nice job of just getting his feet into the paint, rising up, hitting the tough floater.
Waka hands it off for Etienne. Double team, pulls it out. Trey Scott and Chaney Johnson into the game for the Nets. Two really good players coming off the bench for Long Island. Johnson has to get rid of it. Beats the shot clock buzzer.
Well, Johnson, nice job of just flashing to the ball. I mean, Roberts was in a situation where they were trying to figure out where they were going to go. He just, little flash into the paint, made himself available, and then hits the tough turnaround.
Chaney Johnson, the third two-way for the Brooklyn and Long Island Nets, was in the starting lineup, while E.J. Liddell was on the West Coast road trip with Brooklyn, but now Liddell is back, so Johnson coming off the bench. Just strengthening this bench unit for the Long Island Nets, which Dominique here in the regular season has been really an asset for the Nets as they've started off with a 9-7 record here.
Yeah, averaging 35.5 points off the bench right now. Doing a really nice job, everybody getting involved.
Johnson catch and shoot three. 5 quick points in a row for Chaney Johnson.
And you could see last game against the Crews, he was really trying to get that three-pointer to fall, something he's been working on, wanted to extend his game. He's been taking more of them here in Long Island.
Kessler Edwards showing that touch along the baseline. And to your point, Chaney Johnson just 1 of 5 from long range in that game against Motor City on Wednesday. There's Trey Scott. He was 3 for 4 from deep the other night. This is his first attempt. Nets lead it by 1. Approaching 3 minutes to play as Akinjo's 3 is long. First attempt of the night from James Akinjo as he makes his way back from injury.
Yeah, as I'm looking at him, it looks like he's working his way back from injury. A couple of, trying to get the chemistry back, know where to pass to your players. Then you saw the air ball on that one, so had a wrist injury. That's something that really throws you off your game. So you see him working his way back. Very talented player.
Gold are shooting 50% from the field, 9 of 18, but they are just 1 of 6 from three-point range. A lot of that damage has come inside from Brown and Edwards. Into the game, Javante McCoy, no good, but there's Ogbede. Second chance opportunity there for the Gold, and Ogbede is on the board.
Yeah, and that's now 7 second chance points for the Gold. Nets getting some stops here, but they got to get the rebounds.
Alex Schumacher taking advantage of a lack of weak side help there from the Rapids. Akinjo trying to drive on Johnson, shut down by Chaney Johnson.
Nice job moving his feet, and Coach Udofi is yelling, great job.
The drive from Curtis Jones, who's back in the game. Jones up to 4 points. Here guarding Malachi Smith, spinning along the baseline, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Akinjo. Jones drives to Obede with the reverse layup, doesn't go down. Second chance opportunities there for Coleman Hawkins.
And you know he missed that, but Curtis Jones, terrific at operating with that much space. Pushing in transition, you don't stop him, don't stop the ball. He gets into the teeth of the defense, is able to drop it off. But that's what he wants to do. This is a team that is sixth in pace.
3 to shoot. It's Scott. Oh, that was halfway down. And the rebound to Jones. Grand Rapids leads it by 3. Minute 20 here to play in the opening quarter. Akinjo guarded again tightly by Johnson. Nice job by Chaney Johnson on the quick Akinjo. Hawkins got Smith up in the air. There's the runner, no good. Second chance goes again for Grand Rapids.
Hawkins just showing a lot of effort on the offensive glass. This time rebounding his own shot. That was a nice move. Great footwork in the lane.
Hawkins, the 6'10" rookie out of Kansas State. Nice pass underneath for Schumacher, but he couldn't convert the open layup. Here's Terry Roberts, wide open, top of the arc. That one's no good. And another rebound for Akinjo. Ryan Bowen wants Akinjo to slow it down. Jones directing traffic, asking for a screen. Instead, he's going to take the contested 3. Long way out. Big rebound to Ogbede. Derek Ogbede with the turnaround. Shot clock should have reset. It didn't. And the Nets will hold for the last shot here of the first quarter. It's the goal by 7. Nets can hold for 1. Malachi Smith starts. Drives, kicks it to Scott, off glass and in. Last opportunity here for Grand Rapids. Jones to beat the buzzer. It's no good, and that's the way the first quarter ends. Grand Rapids by 5, 30-25 after 1.
At the Nassau Suffolk Autism Society, we provide free events, social and recreational events for individuals with autism and their families. There are a lot of challenges with that. So we take those challenges away by working with different venues and organizations like the Long Island Nets, and we make safe, supportive spaces for people with autism and their families to go out and have just great experiences together. Ooh. Today we're doing some handprints. Linking Long Island is another way of saying, you know, we're connecting, but the handprints is really connecting our kids to the event and to the team. We have so many families that come, and it's just a special environment, a special place. I mean, you know, we're very welcome there. Our kids are very comfortable there. There's a lot of, you know, fun, different things for them, but there's just no judgment, and that's always the most important thing.
You're going to play as hard as you can for those 20 minutes you've got. As Etienne in the corner,
4 of 13, the Nets 5 of 14.
Corner 3 from Williams. Going to games as a kid, you know, all different types of sports that were held here as Etienne in transition late. Now 5 on the shot clock. Smith, kick out. Etienne's got to put one up, and he knocks it down. Long rebound comes out to Smith. He's got it back. Etienne got it. Now Williams' straightaway 3 is good.
Unbelievable night for the Nets.
Drafted 5 basketball players that have a lot of potential.
And the reality is, when you have minutes, whoever you are in our team, you have to take advantage of those minutes.
Drake, what about you, man? Having fun?
Drake, Powell, Cash.
Saraf started playing pro at 16.
Priori outrunning everybody the other end.
This is the foundation of the future of the Brooklyn Nets.
Start of the second quarter here at the Coliseum. It's a 5-point lead for the Grand Rapids Gold. It is New York Liberty Affiliate Night here at Nassau Coliseum. 5th annual, I should mention. One of the best nights of the year. Dominique, we got the timeless torches on the floor right now. Beloved here at Barclays Center for sure, and so is Ellie the Elephant. Great start to the first quarter, Dominique. Moses Brown leading the inside charge for Grand Rapids.
Yeah, he's perfect from the floor right now. 4 for 4. And how about it? He's been beasting on the offensive glass, putting the ball on the floor just enough and imposing his will down low. 9 points for him already in this game. Beautiful touch and just working around the rim. Footwork, showing us a little bit of everything to get us started here. Moses Brown back in the game, out on there on the floor, and what a start for him.
A difference in the game has come in the paint for Grand Rapids. 26-8 is their edge, points in the paint against the Nets. Also, those second chance opportunities in favor of the Gold, 13-3. Nets begin the second with the ball. It's Williams, Liddell, Nelson, Roberts, and Schumacher on the floor for Long Island. Here is E.J. Liddell. Left open, but couldn't knock down the jumper. Liddell is 0 for 5 to start tonight's game. Skip pass to an open McCoy. Gets it out to Goodwin for an open 3. Nice possession there from Grand Rapids, unselfish from the Gold.
Yeah, and the rotation's just got to be a little bit better for the Long Island Nets. 2 people dropping down into the paint. That's why he was able to get so wide open.
Roberts to wide open Schumacher. There's the response from Long Island.
Really nice pass. I really like the ball movement in this game. Everyone playing together, cohesive, taking care of the basketball. Only 1 turnover for Long Island, and that's been key for them as well in these last few games. But 9 assists already on the night.
10 made baskets for the Nets, doing a real nice job sharing the basketball. Roberts tried to poke it free from behind. Instead, they're going to get him for a foul. No basket. Grand Rapids going to inbound here in front of us. Jones gets it in, gets it right back. That's it poked away by Williams. Grand Rapids keeps it with 9 on the shot clock. Jones to inbound again. Over to Brown, guarded by Grant Nelson, who's back in the game after picking up those 2 early fouls. And Nelson helps to force the turnover.
Nice job by the Nets, being on the P's and Q's, shutting down the commotion over there. It was a little discombobulated, trying to get the basketball in.
Here's Roberts. Schumacher using the screen. Over to Nelson. He's left open for 3. Rims out.
Hey, halfway down. He's been working on that shot. He's been working on the 3-ball.
Seen a couple go halfway down for the Nets as Brown drives, misses, gets his own rebound, puts it in. That one deflected momentarily out of bounds by Hawkins. Nets retain possession.
And Brown showing off this skill, stepping around Schumacher, who was trying to take the charge on him once again. Lessons learned. Gets to the other end, other side of the goal.
In just 8 minutes, Moses Brown, 11 points, 4 rebounds. Ball was loose, picked up by Williams, who gets fouled. Not a lot of free throws for either side in this game. Nets have taken just 1. Grand Rapids, meanwhile, has taken a pair. Nate Williams misses, and the rebound to the Gold. McCoy was fouled. He'll go back to the line. McCoy, an 86% free throw shooter, makes good, 1 for 2. Grand Rapids by 9 here early in the second. Schumacher to Roberts. Reverses course. Floater from Terry Roberts. Too strong. The rebound to Brown.
Really nice attack. Ripped through. Lane was wide open. Just kind of flipped that one a little bit too short.
Hawkins' three is short. Got his own rebound. Another second chance opportunity here for the Rapids. And making them pay is Javante McCoy. Mafani Dofia is going to call a timeout. One more look here. The second chance opportunities are piling up for Grand Rapids. They lead it by 12.
Homegrown, hand-picked. A team grows in Brooklyn. Watch the Nets all season on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
So all eyes on number 10 in blue tonight again. 8 to tie, 9 to break the Long Island Nets all-time scoring record for Smith. Finds Williams trailing. Nate Williams. Williams, the pump fake and the feed from Waka.
4 of 13. The Nets 5 of 14.
Corner three from Williams is good. Zucamato out in transition, had it blocked. Nate Williams on the other end. Schumacher bouncing from Waka, extra feed for up. Nate Williams bullies his way. That was an impressive pass from Wendell Moore. Now Williams' straightaway three is good. Williams backing down Moore to the hook.
It's a 10-3 run for Grand Rapids here to start the second quarter. They lead at 40-28. Working overtime a couple nights ago for Grand Rapids. Really tough place to play on the road in Portland, Maine. Dominique, they squeezed out an overtime win over the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, trailing by 22 and coming back after that, just gritting it out. They were forcing some turnovers on the Maine Celtics as well, too. And you saw Kessler Edwards game-winning layup. And he's been putting on a great performance here tonight as well, starting to get rolling on offensive end. 6 points.
Double-double in that game. Edwards hit the game-winning layup. If you're not familiar with the G League overtime format, and here's Grant Nelson, no foul call there. We play on. But if you're not familiar, it is the target score. First team to score 7 points in overtime wins, and that was Kessler Edwards with a walk-off layup as Moses Brown, once again, up to 13 points. And E.J. Liddell took a shot there trying to play a little D. Looks like he's all right.
And, I mean, Brown hit that shot. There's really nothing you could do about that. Liddell met him early, made him work. The double team came, still scored over the top.
And Liddell is fouled on that drive. It's a 24-7 run here for Grand Rapids. Again, 12-3 here in the second quarter is the advantage for the Gold. Tough start to the game here for Liddell. 0 for 5 from the field in 8 minutes, yet to score. Converts the free throw. Hawkins with a mismatch here against Etienne, but he gives it to Brown. Plenty of attention inside as the ball is worked back up top to Hawkins. He's open, shoots, no good. Another long rebound, and it's controlled again by Grand Rapids. The shot clock has to reset there. It did not. We're going to have a stoppage of play here. Shot clock didn't reset there after the miss from Hawkins.
Yeah, definitely hit the rim, of course.
So Grand Rapids will get the ball. They'll inbound 9 on the shot clock. It's the Gold by 12. Brown going to take it at Nelson. Has it momentarily poked away by Liddell. Jones puts up the prayer as the shot clock expires. That kind of first half here for Grand Rapids.
Yeah, he's so tough. I mean, Jones can create shots for himself, and they're just a little bit of a step back.
Well, so can Malachi Smith. Elite at getting into the paint. Right there, getting a quick 2 for the Nets. Ball's loose on the floor. Jones retains it. Mafiondu Dofio thought he traveled, getting back up with the ball. Here's Brown, turnaround, then a late whistle called against Nelson. That's his third foul. And promptly, Mafiondu Dofio going to go to the bench and get David Nwaka into this game.
Yeah, been a tough night in the post for David and Grant. They've been matched up with Moses Brown, who has 13 points. And I thought that was great defense. I thought Grant was straight up and down on the contest, 2 hands up. Might have caught him a little bit with the body at the end, but, I mean, it's a very frustrating night so far for him.
Moses Brown leading all scorers, 15 points. Again, second-team All-G League last year with the Westchester Knicks. Back in 2021, he was first-team All-G League with Oklahoma City Blue. David Nwaka's shot missed everything. Nwaka got the rebound, and it was a late, but correct call was made there. It's a travel. Brown checking out, so is Goodwin. Obede and Kessler Edwards back in the game for Grand Rapids. Nets have just seemed a little flat, Dominique, both ends of the floor. These second chance opportunities pile up for Grand Rapids.
Yeah, and it's interesting. I thought Long Island came out so hot, you know, in the first opening minutes of the game. Ooh.
We get a goaltend call there. That one hit the backboard before Nwaka got it.
Did that hit the backboard?
Well, the Nets coaching staff asking the same thing, and the
I don't think so.
Video
that was
crew
a pretty
saying,
spin move from McCoy. Didn't hit the backboard yet, no.
Well, the Nets video crew said don't challenge, so we play on. 2 points for Grand Rapids. See if Nwaka can respond on the offensive end. Guarded tightly by Obede. Malachi Smith has it with 5 to shoot. Guarded by Edwards. Smith back into the paint. Another floater for Malachi Smith.
He has such a bag of ball fakes. It's so hard to contest, to get your timing together. Hit it with 3 pump fakes when he got in the lane to free himself up for a shot.
McCoy knocking down the open jumper. 51-34, approaching the midway point here of the second quarter. Smith dropping it off for Etienne. Nice touch with the baseline jumper from Tyson Etienne.
Nice job just moving without the basketball, cutting to the other side. You find him. Beautiful position to hit that.
Etienne had 9 points in the first quarter. That's his first bucket here of the second. Running the break, and David Nwaka had to go off his hands out of bounds. Only the third turnover of the half for the Nets. Grand Rapids has turned it over twice, so a clean game in that regard.
And you can see Etienne going over to David and just saying, hey, you know, shake that off. You know, I felt like Etienne probably put him in a bad position. You don't want to give David Nwaka that ball as he's running rim to rim, right? And he's telling him to shake it off, you know, catch the ball first. But that just speaks to Etienne and the type of player he is.
Nwaka tapping out the rebound to Etienne, going right at Kessler Edwards. A lot of contact there at the point of the rim. No call, but another bucket there for Etienne and the Nets.
And yeah, I want more from Tyson. I mean, he's feeling it. He's getting the offense going.
Well, foul called as Grand Rapids went for the lob to Terrence Hargrove. Nets had his arm as Hargrove tried to adjust and lay it in. It's on Nwaka. First on Nwaka. Again, remember, Grant Nelson, the other big for the Nets, is in foul trouble. He has 3. Hargrove to the line where he hasn't missed here in the regular season, and he remains perfect. Grand Rapids by 15. 5 minutes to go. They've led it by as many as 17 as we get a whistle Foul on the floor on McCoy. After the foul, McCoy checks out. Curtis Jones back in. Balanced scoring effort here from Grand Rapids so far. 5 players with 6 or more points. Nate Williams, tough drive, going right at the defender of Bede. Jones was fouled by Williams.
And Williams running out to contest, a little out of control with the wraparound as Jones had to blow by. He's the type of player you really got to stay sound on. He's a terrific shooter, but he can also get downhill so quickly, so shifty. And he was fun to watch in college. Remember him in the NCAA tournament? I mean, he was just absolutely cook fest. Curtis Jones, such a talented player.
Yeah, he did that damage at Iowa State, but he played at the University of Buffalo along with the guy who just fouled him, Nate Williams. That was 2 teammates fouling each other there between Williams and Jones. I know you had a chance to talk to Nate Williams before the game about playing with Curtis Jones.
Yeah, I hit up Nate. I said, were y'all teammates? And he said, yeah, that's Lil Bro right there. That's Lil Bro. He said that he was a freshman when he was there, so kind of like his rook at the time, and just said that, you know, it's still his guy. They still keep in touch. You know, the game just keeps them together. And I thought that was really cool, being to play against each other here tonight.
Nate Williams, 26 years old. Curtis Jones, 24, as that 3 goes long, out of bounds, and it's going to stay here with Grand Rapids. At this point of the game, Dom, the rebounding completely lopsided. The Nets being out-rebounded 25-7 so far in this one. Last check, Grand Rapids had 10 offensive rebounds, so that's 3 more offensive rebounds than the Nets have rebounds total in this game. That is tough to do if you're Long Island. Chaney Johnson getting called for the bump on Jones.
Well, you knew that's what Gold was going to do. They were going to come here, utilize their size, their physical down low. Just been going after these offensive boards. And 21 second chance points.
21-3 is the advantage in that category. Dominating the glass, dominating the second chance opportunities, and those 50-50 balls that have really been a hallmark and a signature for the Long Island Nets. So they are not coming up with the majority of those either here in the first half. 17-point lead for Grand Rapids matches the Nets' biggest deficit of the game. Etienne has been the spark on offense for Long Island. Gets it over to Trey Scott. His 3 off the front of the rim. It goes out of bounds off of Grand Rapids.
I mean, if you look at the Nets, shooting 48% from the field, 50% from 3. You know, they're not shooting it bad. He's definitely not.
Catch and shoot from Etienne, now 4 of 4 from long range. How about the degree of difficulty, Dom, catching that one on the run in the corner, falling out of bounds.
Perfect from the floor. I mean, he has not missed a shot. And as I mentioned, keep giving it to him. I mean, he's hitting shots like that. It might be one of those nights. We've seen plenty of nights like that for Tyson Etienne. But you're right, Matt. The degree of difficulty, catch that on the run. But he is always focused on the rim. He always knows where the rim is on his release, has such a pretty high arcing shot. And man, that shot looked beautiful as he was falling out of bounds.
We had a chance to talk to Etienne at practice the other day, and we wanted to know, did he know that he was in the neighborhood of breaking the Long Island Nets franchise record? He said he had no idea until his Grandma Rose, who watches every game in Wichita, Kansas, said that she heard it on the broadcast. We were talking about it. She called Tyson and said, did you know you're about to become the franchise all-time leading scorer? That was the first time he heard that he was in the ballpark.
Wow, that's really cool.
Grandma Rose watches every game.
Shout out to Grandma Rose.
That time Tyson coming up short, but the Nets will take the second chance bucket there from Malachi Smith. Nets trying to show some fight here. Final moments, or minutes I should say, of the first half. Crowd starting to come alive here as Akinjo takes a contested three. Rebounds available, and it's in the hands of the Rapids once again. Another three short. Board secured by Smith, looking to run up ahead to Williams. Extra pass ends up in the hands of Etienne for three. That's back-to-back misses for Tyson Etienne after that hot start. Kessler Edwards, another high-arcing three, and the rebound to Smith. We got a foul here called on the floor. It's going to go against Grand Rapids, and that'll take us to a break here. The Nets chasing a 14-point deficit.
Keep going. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Tough jumpers are a little easier.
This play was designed to do that.
Look at the numbers or the highlights.
Good pass. Hammers it down and gets fouled.
To me, you're always good at your family. Some lobs are deemed as disrespectful.
Unbelievable.
As a group, we have to get better.
You heard it here first.
We knew early on this cat got something special.
He quickly realized that basketball had an opportunity to be really good to him, and I think he kind of came out of his shell.
Don't let his gentleness fool you. There's a drive and there's a desire for excellence that's always been there.
I think I've grown in quite literally every way you can from the day that person was drafted. I feel like I'm a completely different player now.
When a guy with that kind of talent works as hard as he worked, success is going to be the end result.
Welcome back. A few nights ago, Tyson Etienne etched his name in Long Island Nets lore.
You think about all the players, that have put on a Long Island jersey, the great players that have put on a Long Island jersey, and how storied our franchise is and our organization is. And for me to be able to be on any list, in this organization, I take it with a lot of honor and a lot of gratitude for it.
Tyson is on top. It happened Wednesday night in the game against Motor City. We were just talking about it, Dom. He had 15 points, and it was a free throw. Little anticlimactic, but hey, it did the job nonetheless. That third quarter free throw has Tyson Etienne atop the Nets all-time leading scoring list.
Well, I love the love that he got in that moment. The entire bench around him. Coach Idofia dapping him up. He raved into the crowd. He talked about how much it meant for him to do it for this organization, that is just so special, and it was really cool to see him have that special moment.
Born in New York City, spent some time in New Jersey, went to Lehigh, just down the road here from Nassau Coliseum, and he told me the other day, Dom, he wants to inspire kids from Brooklyn, New York City, Long Island, and New Jersey with the way he plays. First-class player and even better citizen in that Long Island Nets locker room for sure. Malachi Smith, a little too strong on the floater. Nets down 16 here, 61-45. Akinjo to Edwards, corner three. Only the fifth made triple for Grand Rapids, but they have a big lead nonetheless. That floater's been there for Malachi Smith, but now back-to-back times he's come up empty.
Tough night. Seen a couple of good shots the Nets have been taking, just kind of rolling out the rim.
Well, that's shooting 46% from the field, also 47% from deep, but it's been the second chance opportunities. It's been the rebounding disparity, now 29-9.
Yep.
The Nets being out-rebounded by Grand Rapids. Gold also doing a good job getting to the free throw line. They're 8 of 9. Meanwhile, the Nets have taken just 3 free throws. Chaney Johnson left wide open. Boy, did Long Island need that one. .90 seconds to play here in the first half. Moses Brown has it again. Shot no good, and the Nets secured the rebound. Etienne pushes it, finds Trey Scott. Corner three, No good, but flying in for the rebound is Nate Williams.
Nice job just not giving up on it. Hopefully they can get some momentum, get some energy in this last minute to play before heading into halftime. Need to get some stops on the defensive end.
That's giving Grand Rapids a taste of their own medicine there. Second chance bucket. Jones lost the handle, ended up on his backside, still has the ball. 3 to shoot. Edwards has got to get something up. He does. It's short. Chaney Johnson has the board. Under a minute to go. Nets looking to push. Etienne loses the defender and knocks down another triple. That's 5 first half threes for Tyson Etienne. Timeout on the floor from Grand Rapids head coach Ryan Bowen.
Really nice. Pushing the pace, getting some energy. I love them getting back to the fast break points. Before the defense gets set, you can get some great shots in transition. And Etienne with a beautiful shot fake and just sidesteps, frees himself up for a three-pointer. Man, he has been on fire.
Coming up at the half, a couple sit-down interviews with some Long Island and the Liberty dignitaries. First, we'll chat with Morgan Taylor, Long Island Nets team president, also does some great work with the Liberty, and a live interview with the new head coach of the New York Liberty, Chris DeMarco, is going to join us here courtside. Looking forward to that chat. Again, that's coming up at halftime. It seems like, Dom, for the first time all night, the Nets are playing their game, their style that you want. You said it, the transition, the fast break is getting going, and hey, putting it in Tyson Etienne's hands and let him create, either shoot himself or get his teammates involved. It's been the difference here the last couple minutes. The nice possession after the timeout there for Grand Rapids ends in a Coleman Hawkins bucket. Nets have cut this one-time lead down to 13. Grand Rapids led it by as many as 19 here in the second quarter. Akinjo all over Etienne, not gonna let him shoot a three. Here's Malachi Smith, 4 to shoot. Smith, oh, what a finish.
Yeah, there was no rim protection. There was no rim protection, so a great job of him just recognizing, sweeping through, and getting in the lane.
Akinjo with 3 to shoot, has it blocked by Trey Scott. Ball goes out of bounds. Let's see if the officials want to put any time on the clock. They are going to say no more time, and that is the way the first half ends. Give you one last look at the last bucket from the Nets, putting together a nice little run here. Get this lead down to 11.
Malachi, nice job, no rim protection. Nobody in the paint. He takes advantage, takes it all the way into the paint here. This could be the energy that leads them into the second half, Matt.
Nets showing some life here at the end of the second. They trail it by 11 as we head into the half.
The Long Island Nets are back for the 2025-2026 NBA G League season, and it's going to be better than ever. Watch tomorrow's NBA Superstars today, live at Nassau Coliseum. Feel the excitement with electrifying dance performances and entertainment that'll have you on your feet all night long. Bring the whole family. The Kids Zone is packed with fun for the little ones. Stick around after the game for exclusive player autographs and your chance to meet the future stars up close and personal. Get your tickets today on Ticketmaster.com and come experience basketball like never before.
As Terry Roberts right into the game, making an impact up. Schumacher, extra pass, wide open Roberts, it's good. Roberts puts it on the floor, his floater goes. Patient offense here from the Nets is Roberts, the fall away.
About the size, yeah, for sure. Well, play on.
Well, keep an eye on the next dunk. Smith, kick out, Johnson three is good. You're going to play as hard as you can for those 20 minutes you've got as Etienne in the corner.
4 of 13, the Nets 5 of 14.
Corner three from Williams. Going to games as a kid, all different kinds of sports that were held here as Etienne in transition late. Now 5 on the shot clock. Smith, kick out. Etienne's got to put one up, and he knocks it down. Long rebound comes out to Smith. He's got it back. Etienne got it. Now Williams, a straightaway three is good.
The quality of our choices affects the quality of our lives. So when it comes to how you move, you choose to see a doctor or the #1 orthopedic specialists in the world, backed by a team who custom tailor your treatment. Do you choose to live with limitations or live life to the fullest by going to the place that's #1 at getting people back to what they love? Choose better, move better. HSS.
Unbelievable night for the Nets. Drafted 5 basketball players that have a lot of potential.
And the reality is, when you have minutes, whoever you are in our team, you have to take advantage of those minutes.
Hey, hug. Drake, what about you, man? Having fun?
Drake, Powell, Cash.
Saraf started playing pro at 16.
Traore outrunning everybody the other end.
This is the foundation of the future of the Brooklyn Nets.
Welcome back. Halftime here at the Coliseum. It is New York Liberty Affiliate Night, and our Dominique Patrick caught up earlier with Morgan Taylor, Long Island Nets president, who also serves as New York Liberty vice president, head of business operations.
Hi, everyone. I'm Dominique Patrick, sitting down with Morgan Taylor, team president to the Long Island Nets and head of business operations for the New York Liberty. How are you doing?
I'm great, Dominique. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Well, it's going to be an exciting night. It is New York Liberty Affiliate Night in Long Island. Please tell me how this collab and this theme night came together for you.
Yeah, this is the 5th annual collab with the New York Liberty, and it really came from when the New York Liberty moved to Brooklyn. The Long Island Nets being able to really bring to life the partnership between, our sister team and our G League team here with Brooklyn Sports and Entertainment. And with the collaboration, we're able to have our players wear a jersey that is very similar to the jersey that the Liberty players wear on the court. For all 4 prior years, we've been playing in a Seafoam jersey. Tonight, we'll be rocking the black Explorer jersey that Liberty players wear.
Well, that's really cool. It's getting people excited about the WNBA, what is coming so fast. So my question to you is, how do you balance dealing with both teams? I mean, you're head of business operations for the New York Liberty and then team president for Long Island. I know that's busy, but how do you balance it all?
It's really fun. When you look at it, when I started with the Liberty, I started in ticket sales, and at the time, the Liberty weren't as popular. It was really on the ground running, trying to get folks in the stands. And it was, a lot of grunt work, a lot of being out there in the community, very reminiscent of how the G League is right now. So I'm really excited to bring my experience from, the past 10 years with the Liberty here with the G League and Long Island Nets.
Well, it's no doubt Liberty is popular now. Everybody wants parts of it, but you have a cool giveaway that you're doing tonight. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, everyone knows Big Ellie and Ellie's, cousin with Dale, the Eagle. So today we have a dual player pin with both mascots represented to really show the collaboration between the two teams. And we'll have business staff and basketball staff along with our coach, Chris DeMarco, and player Niara Sabali here tonight to celebrate the game.
Well, I won't lie to you. I'm so excited to see Ellie. So excited for what's to come tonight. So thank you very much for sitting down with me and just giving me a little insight on the theme night tonight.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Morgan and Dom. We're going to keep that Liberty theme going here during halftime. Coming up, we'll sit down live with new Liberty head coach Chris DeMarco. We're back right after this.
The quality of our choices affects the quality of our lives. So when it comes to how you move, you choose to see a doctor or the #1 orthopedic specialists in the world, backed by a team who custom tailor your treatment. Do you choose to live with limitations or live life to the fullest by going to the place that's #1 at getting people back to what they love? Choose better, move better. HSS.
We knew early on this cat got something special.
He quickly realized that basketball had an opportunity to be really good to him, and I think he kind of came out of his shell.
Don't let his gentleness fool you. There's a drive and there's a desire for excellence that's always been there.
I think I've grown in quite literally every way you can. From the day that person was drafted, I feel like I'm a completely different player now.
When a guy with that kind of talent works as hard as he worked, success is going to be the end result.
All eyes on number 10 in blue tonight. Again, 8 to tie, 9 to break the Long Island Nets all-time scoring record for Smith. Finds Williams trailing. Nate Williams. Williams, the pump fake and the feed from Waka.
City 4 of 13, the Nets 5 of 14.
Corner three from Williams is good. Zucamato out in transition, had it blocked. Nate Williams on the other end. Schumacher bouncing from Waka, extra feed for up. Nate Williams bullies his way. That was an impressive pass from Wendell Moore. Now Williams' straightaway three is good. Williams backing down more to the hook.
The Long Island Nets are back for the 2025-2026 NBA G League season, and it's going to be better than ever. Watch tomorrow's NBA Superstars today, live at Nassau Coliseum. Feel the excitement with electrifying dance performances and entertainment that'll have you on your feet all night long. Bring the whole family. The Kids Zone is packed with fun for the little ones. Stick around after the game for exclusive player autographs and your chance to meet the future stars up close and personal. Get your tickets today on Ticketmaster.com and come experience basketball like never before.
No matter if I'm with the Brooklyn Nets or if I'm with the Long Island Nets, just be an everyday guy. Continue to be consistent, share my energy and my light on other people.
I just know that I'm more than capable, more than able to play at the next level again, getting back there. I know my shot is never over.
I want to be one of the greatest to ever do it. I'm going to always play 110% every ounce of the game.
Growth and development. I think, obviously those go hand in hand, right? We're trying to get better, 1% better each and every single day. Guys developing, guys growing. And what that'll lead to is, success on the court.
Welcome back to the Coliseum. Halftime continues on Long Island. Nets trail the Grand Rapids Gold 66-55. We welcome you in here courtside and very pleased to be joined by the newest head coach of the New York Liberty. It is Chris DeMarco, who was born here on Stony Brook. Chris, how's it feel to be back on Long Island?
Yeah, it's incredible. Again, I'm thrilled to be here. I've been in position right now for the past month to watch a ton of basketball, and even being here tonight, the jerseys tonight with the Liberty twist on them, the best jerseys in the G League by far. I'm just really excited to be back in New York. Spending a lot of time getting to know Brooklyn, going to restaurants, riding the subway, just checking out neighborhoods and getting a feel for it. And obviously I've been in the office, had a really, really good last week. A lot of players were in. We were on the court together. Get to know them, start building those relationships. I spent a ton of time watching film, and it's been a great month.
You were an NBA assistant with the Golden State Warriors for a decade and a half. Why was it right for you to take this job, this opportunity at this stage of your career?
Yeah, this is a culmination of 14 years of coaching, and I've really worked every position in basketball. And even spent the summers international basketball coach of the Bahamas national team, trying to get a feel for how when I get my opportunity, I would coach, and it got me to this point. And this is the best job in the world. And I'm thrilled to be in New York City. I'm thrilled to coach the Liberty. With the championship pedigree that's already here and the wonderful organization.
You speak about wonderful organizations. You come from Golden State, the NBA dynasty of the 2000s. What can you take from that experience, transform it here to the Liberty as you try to make the WNBA version of Golden State?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is when you're part of a culture as phenomenal as I was with Golden State, and you're around winning that much, it just kind of rubs off on you. And when you're a part of that, you certainly develop your own style. You understand what goes into that. You understand the character of people you want to have around you, not just on the court, but from top to bottom of the organization. And when you have great people, that's all that matters, and especially from your stars in the top of the roster. If your leaders are great people, everyone else kind of follows. And already with my time being here and getting to meet all of our players and spending time with Claire and Joe and Jonathan, our GM, and Kia Clark tonight courtside, you just get this great feel for what's already here and what's coming up next for the Liberty.
Can't wait to see. Chris DeMarco, thank you so much.
I appreciate it.
For a little bit of time. Enjoy the rest of the game here. And again, thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right, it is the new head coach of the New York Liberty, Chris DeMarco. We'll come back. We'll take you to the start of the third quarter right after this.
As Terry Roberts right into the game, making an impact up. Schumacher, extra pass, wide open. Roberts, it's good. Roberts puts it on the floor. His floater goes. Patient offense here from the Nets is Roberts, the fall away.
About the size, yeah, for sure. Well, play on.
Well, keep an eye on the next dunk. Smith, kick out. Johnson, three is good.
Homegrown, handpicked. A team grows in Brooklyn. Watch the Nets all season on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
So all eyes on number 10 in blue tonight. Again, 8 to tie, 9 to break the Long Island Nets all-time scoring record for Smith. Finds Williams trailing. Nate Williams. Williams, the pump fake and the feed from Waka.
4 of 13, the Nets 5 of 14.
Corner three from Williams is good. Zucamato out in transition, had it blocked. Nate Williams on the other end. Schumacher bouncing from Waka, extra feed for up. Nate Williams bullies his way. That was an impressive pass from Wendell Moore. Now Williams' straightaway three is good. Williams backing down Moore to the hook.
The quality of our choices affects the quality of our lives. So when it comes to how you move, you choose to see a doctor or the #1 orthopedic specialists in the world, backed by a team who custom tailor your treatment. Do you choose to live with limitations or live life to the fullest by going to the place that's #1 at getting people back to what they love? Choose better, move better. HSS.
The Long Island Nets are back for the 2025-2026 NBA G League season, and it's going to be better than ever. Watch tomorrow's NBA Superstars today, live at Nassau Coliseum. Feel the excitement with electrifying dance performances and entertainment that'll have you on your feet all night long. Bring the whole family. The Kids Zone is packed with fun for the little ones. Stick around after the game for exclusive player autographs and your chance to meet the future stars up close and personal. Get your tickets today on Ticketmaster.com and come experience basketball like never before.
Homegrown, handpicked. A team grows in Brooklyn. Watch the Nets all season on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
Welcome back here. The start of the third quarter is moments away. Grand Rapids leads it by 11. That's putting together a nice little run there at the end of the second quarter to get back within striking distance, Tom. The field goal percentages are about even, but the rebounding has been the big story of the first half. Grand Rapids really dominating that category all night long.
Definitely. 13 offensive rebounds, 23 second chance points. That's what it's led to. And, you know, they've got to get a little bit tougher, be more physical in the paint to keep them from getting some second chance opportunities. But I thought they had a nice spark of energy going into the second half. So let's see what they can do with it here.
Quiet night so far for E.J. Liddell. He gets the opening shot of the third quarter, and it rolls off. Liddell now 0 of 6 from the field. Played yesterday in the NBA, 10 minutes. And the Nets, Brooklyn's loss at Barclays Center. Moses Brown was a handful in the first, 17 points. That ball is poked away by Etienne. Coming away with it is Malachi Smith. Strong drive in transition for Malachi Smith.
I love how Coach Udovia is hollering out and one before he even gets into the paint. He knew it was going to be physical and it was going to be tough, and he knew that Malachi Smith was going to score the bucket. I love it.
Coach lobbying for his team to get to the line. They only took 3 free throws there in the first half as Kessler Edwards connects on his first attempt. Meanwhile, Grand Rapids 9 free throws, so a bit of a disparity there at the charity stripe. It's Malachi Smith all night long, Tom. He's getting to that spot. It's just a matter of Smith having the touch. 7 of 10 from the field for Malachi Smith, so he's had it tonight.
And that's great because against the Crews, 6 points, 4 rebounds, had 9 assists, but those 5 turnovers, thought he was just trying to do a little bit too much with the basketball, but he is adjusted here tonight.
Tom, take a look at our keys to the game, if you remind us here from the start of the ballgame.
Well, it was important to run the gold off of the arc, right? Guard the three-point line, not let them get anything easy. So far, doing a nice job of that. Only 27% from the three-point line, and then bench production, being ready when your number is called. Need a little bit more of that. 17 points off of the bench. We saw Grant Nelson have to go to the bench in foul trouble in that first half. More players having to step up when your starters are struggling.
Chaney Johnson, the highlighted player off the bench for the Nets. He's got 8 points, perfect 3 of 3 from the field. Grant Nelson, another open look at 3, and that one goes down for Nelson.
And as we have discussed, something he's been working on. You know, in this game, in the NBA, you got to know how to stretch the floor just a little bit. If they're going to leave you that wide open, work on knocking down that shot. And so far, Grant Nelson has done that, and he sees one go down.
9th game of the regular season for Grant Nelson. That is his first made three-pointer.
Yeah.
Had an open look back in the first half, couldn't connect. Like you said, Dominique, confidence to shoot it again. Fon Udofie and the coaching staff always preaching that. We'll never get mad if you're taking a good shot, as long as it's a good one, and that was a good look there from Nelson. Williams with the tough attempt, no good, but second try, no good. Third try goes for Nate Williams.
He's been all smiles here tonight. I don't know what particularly he's smiling about, but I like the effort. Just the one hand, getting the long arms in on the offensive rebounding.
Williams piling up a couple offensive boards on that last possession as Moses Brown gets called for the travel. So that's 5th turnover of the game for Grand Rapids. Nets making a run here at the start of the third, and there's another Nate Williams basket and the foul. Just like that, Long Island down 4.
We saw Tyson Etienne really get going in that first half, but this time Nate Williams doing a nice job with 11 points here.
Ryan Bowen wants a timeout. No surprise as Long Island has got to back within 4.
Homegrown, hand-picked. A team grows in Brooklyn. Watch the Nets all season on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
So all eyes on number 10 in blue tonight. Again, 8 to tie, 9 to break the Long Island Nets all-time scoring record for Smith. Finds Williams trailing. Nate Williams. Williams, the pump fake and the feed from Waka.
City 4 of 13, the Nets 5 of 14.
Corner 3 from Williams is good. Zucamato out in transition, had it blocked. Nate Williams on the other end. Schumacher bouncing from Waka, extra feed for up. Nate Williams bullies his way. That was an impressive pass from Wendell Moore. Now Williams' straightaway 3 is good. Williams backing down Moore to the hook.
Nets crawling back into this one, 70-66. Start of the third quarter here, and it's a nice start, Tom, for Long Island out of the halftime break. It's an 11-4 run for the Nets here to start the third.
And I think they've been playing some great defense and then just moving with a sense of urgency on the offensive end. Ball movement, attacking the paint, 30 points in the paint right now for Long Island. And you mentioned it earlier, Matt, getting to the free throw line is something they need to do a little bit more of. Only 3 trips, and Nate Williams earns them another one. So that's a great sign here when you're trying to get some offense to go.
Nets 5 of 8 here to start the third quarter. A couple of those buckets belonging to Nate Williams at the line. The Nets have a couple standout shooters, Dom, here in the starting lineup. Williams is 5 for 7. Tyson Etienne 7 for 9, and Malachi Smith 7 for 10. Long Island has a team shooting it 51% from the field. Edwards skips it across, intercepted by Liddell. He gives it up to Etienne, gets it back, and E.J. Liddell is on the score sheet once again. Another bucket for Liddell. He's up to 4.
Really nice pass back. Etienne already had made up in his mind. Defense commits. I'm going to give it right back to Liddell.
How about that rebound from E.J. Liddell, pulling it away from Moses Brown?
I'm actually shocked there wasn't a whistle on that play. Thought it was going to be a travel, but we play on.
Ryan Bowen agreed with you as the Nets score again, and Long Island has come all the way back from a 19-point deficit. Nets lead it by 171-70. First lead for the Nets since 23-22, way back in the first quarter. Foul called on Liddell, who's given the Nets a nice lift here at the start of the third. Jones guarded by Liddell. Has it blocked from behind. E.J. Liddell, what a start to the period for Liddell. Etienne finds Malachi Smith open for three. The run continues for the Nets. They lead it by 4.
And it starts with the defense. Terrific swat in the paint from Liddell, and then pushing the pace on the other end. Getting a wide open shot from Malachi.
We got a foul here. It's going to be on the Nets. It's on Liddell, and that's now his third foul. E.J. Liddell picking up 2 quick fouls here in the third quarter, even after this terrific play, Dom.
Liddell doing a really nice job here. You know, I saw something on social media. What did they call him? Savage shot blocker. He looked exactly like that on that play. And then you push him to the other end of the floor and found Malachi for a wide open three.
E.J. Liddell at his size is an elite shot blocker. Moses Brown is an elite offensive rebounder. What an effort there from Brown, but he can't convert. Ball in the hands of Liddell. Big collision between Liddell and Goodwin. As E.J. Liddell is still down, the foul's going to be on Goodwin. And Liddell is going to need a moment here. He's on his back. Big collision there between Liddell and Dane Goodwin. Give you another look.
That was such an awkward play. I mean, he was pushing in transition, coming full speed. It seemed like Goodwin just kind of just turned his body, maybe even a head-to-head contact as well, too, but good to see Liddell up.
Here in the third quarter, E.J. Liddell has been kicking it into high gear. Malachi Smith didn't appreciate that from Goodwin. Little extracurricular there between Goodwin and Smith. The official's going to step in between them.
Yeah, it looks like a technical as well, too. And a push there, and Malachi Smith did not like the extracurricular. Couple of words.
For Dane Goodwin now, that is his 4th personal foul. Picked up 2 in a matter of moments.
Yeah, just a bit extra. Felt like it wasn't a basketball play. Pushing Malachi as he's attacking in the lane and then giving him a little something extra. So, yeah, now he's in foul trouble here. The officials don't want it to get out of hand.
Liddell converts the technical free throw. Nets retain possession. We get another whistle. It's an offensive foul on Grant Nelson. Mfiondu Udofia is asking his bench if he should challenge. And he will. Mfiondu Udofia calls a timeout. He wants to challenge that play and that foul on Grant Nelson. That'll take us to a break. We'll get a look at the replay when we return.
Keep going. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Tough jumpers are a little easier.
This play was designed to do that.
Look at the numbers or the highlights.
Good pass. Hammers it down and gets fouled.
To me, you're only as good as your family. Some lobs are deemed as disrespectful.
Unbelievable.
As a group, we have to get better.
You heard it here first. We knew early on this cat got something special.
He quickly realized that basketball had an opportunity to be really good to him, and I think he kind of came out of his shell.
Don't let his gentleness fool you. There's a drive and there's a desire for excellence that's always been there.
I think I've grown in quite literally every way you can. From the day that person was drafted, I feel like I'm a completely different player now.
When a guy with that kind of talent works as hard as he worked, success is going to be the end result.
Welcome back here to the Coliseum. Nets' impressive third quarter rolls on a 20-4 run to open the third here for Long Island. We are in the midst of a challenge from Mufon Udofia as a foul was called on Grant Nelson. And you are looking at right now the same thing the officials are looking at. We got about a look and a half at it, Tom, during the commercial break. And you and I don't think saw a whole lot that would suggest overturning it here in the Nets' favor.
Yeah, it's weird. It might be one of those calls where it's just like just trying to get a handle on emotions. Sometimes the ref just any extra contact here. And I see Grant Nelson in legal position to set a screen. I see Goodwin trying to run through the screen. So I'm not seeing anything extra here. I'm not even seeing a foul on Nelson, to be honest.
Well, the Nets will certainly take a foul being wiped off the ledger for Grant Nelson. You mentioned it, Tom. You got to see this in the context of what happened over the last couple minutes, which was, I should say, the last couple seconds, because Dane Goodwin for Grand Rapids picked up two really quick fouls, including a technical foul. So certainly drawing the attention of the officials is 23 in white, and right here.
It looked like an elbow from Goodwin after the fact as well, too. I mean, elbow to the face of Grant Nelson after the play was over. I don't know. I don't see much from Grant Nelson at all. I think he was in legal positioning to set a screen.
Well, the officials continue to take their look. Dom, let's talk here this third quarter for the Nets. They trailed by as many as 19 there late in the second quarter. They've come all the way back. They've taken a 5-point lead, outscoring Grand Rapids 20-4 here in the third period.
Shutting them down defensively is what they've been doing. They've been moving great without the ball, even forced a couple of turnovers. But, I mean, they've been doing a nice job of just pushing in transition as well, too. 12 fast break points. I thought they could have done a better job at fast break points here tonight, and still a lot of time left to play here already with 12.
Now, while we have a moment, Net fans want to tell you about a job fair here at Nassau Coliseum. If you're looking for your next opportunity, the Long Island Nets teaming up with local employers to connect students and job seekers with their next career move. Join us on Thursday, February 26th, right here at Nassau Coliseum pregame for our job and resource fair. You can scan the QR code on your screen for more information. Our officials coming together to discuss it. Sarah Williams, Tommy Wu, and Hortensia Sanchez Carrizales. Mufon Udofia is going to get an explanation. We'll try to effort one as well.
Like Coach Udofia is also arguing the same thing that I saw. It seems like a little bit extra with the elbow to the face from Goodwin, but we're getting an explanation here, so we'll know shortly.
All right, so a successful challenge there from the Nets. I think you could hear Sarah Williams' explanation. Change from an offensive foul to a defensive foul, and it's an away from the play foul, so a free throw here coming for the Nets, so quite a fortuitous challenge and replay going the Nets' way.
I would agree. They got that call right. It was a lot extra running through Grant Nelson, even a swing with a little bit of an unnatural play towards the face of Grant Nelson here. So, I mean, what a swing for Dane Goodwin, and now having to sit on the bench.
So Goodwin has 5 fouls. Yeah. But coming off the remarkable game that we told you about earlier in the night against Maine, he had 25, 12, and 7 made threes. Now he's on the bench with only 8 points on 2 of 5 from the field. He might not see Dane Goodwin here until probably midway through the fourth quarter. Meanwhile, Tyson Etienne, another three-pointer for Etienne. He's got 6 in the game.
He's really had the hot hand all game long. Credit his team. They keep finding him. Man, he looks like he's feeling good.
23 points for Etienne. He leads all scorers. McCoy to Akinjo, gets it back. McCoy, the floater, no good. Strong rebound from David Waka. Nets looking to push. It's Etienne.
Oh, he's
Little
got to feel it
hop
a little
step
bit
there
on
from Etienne.
on the transition.
Malachi Smith. Oh, what a finish off the window for Smith. A 22-0 run for Long Island.
Well, let's notice that last possession, right? Limited them to one shot. Doing a nice job offensive rebounding. And here again, Nate Williams securing the rebound, limiting those offensive boards. They've only had one during this stretch.
The Nets have completely flipped the script here in the third quarter. Here's a three from E.J. Liddell. It rolls on for the Nets. They lead it by 14.
It's crazy how quickly the game could swing. And Liddell getting in on the three-point party. That had to feel good going down.
Akinjo finally snapping the run for the Nets. 1 quarter ago, Long Island trailed this game by 19 points. They now lead it by 12. Here's Etienne. That one came up short. Long rebound to Malachi Smith. Wastes no time. He misses that one. The rebound stays with the Nets. Etienne, another look at it. And that one is good. Why not? 32-6 is the advantage for Long Island here in the third.
Amir and Chaney Johnson over here who's getting ready to check in, and they're yelling, give me another one. Give me another one, Tyson. Man, he is on fire right now.
Nets have made 14 threes, 14 of 25. That's 56%. Now it's the Nets getting all the second chance opportunities, all the offensive rebounds after they got almost none of them in the first half. Hitting the buzzer is the floater there from McCoy.
You know, Grand Rapids is going to keep fighting. They erased that 22-point deficit versus the Maine Celtics last time out. They're never going to give up, so you got to make sure you're making good shots and good decisions on the offensive end.
David Waka, turnaround, rims out. McCoy, corner three. Long rebound, stays with Grand Rapids. Akinjo asking for a screen from Edwards. 5 to shoot. Edwards has a mismatch on Etienne. Spinning baseline, no good. There's Waka. The rebound over to Smith in transition. The floater up top for E.J. Liddell. And another timeout from Ryan Bowen. Oh, what a run from Long Island. E.J. Liddell capping it up, throwing down the alley-oop.
Feels good when you're able to go on a run like that. Beautiful pass, right on target for Liddell. A player who was struggling, 1 of 7 from the floor, just kept shooting. Knocked down a 3, running in transition, and you can see his teammates just lifting him up as he goes over towards the bench. Malachi Smith, terrific vision to throw it up right where EJ wants it. He's got to hang it on the rim, aura forming, as I like to say. And I love the energy that Long Island is playing with right now. They have to continue to keep playing smart, keep playing physical on the defensive end.
Dominique, credit here to E.J. Liddell. First half, he played 11 minutes, had 2 points, was 0 for 5 from the field, and really kind of seemed out of sorts after having played yesterday in the NBA. But he came out here at the start of the third quarter, set the tone with his defense, his blocks, his rebounding, and obviously his transition to the offense.
And that's excellent. And we talked to Coach Udofia about that and said, hey, no excuses. You know, there's other two-way players that are doing the same thing that you're doing night in and night out. You got to dig deep and still have production out there on the floor. So credit to him.
Liddell checked out, getting a much-needed rest, but no rest for the weary, and David Waka turning away that attempt from Grand Rapids. 34-8, the advantage here in the third quarter for Long Island. Here's some more good ball movement. Terry Roberts, Chaney Johnson into the game. Roberts was bumped. That one came up short. Here's Jones, left open at the top.
That's about as wide open as I've seen. Curtis Jones demands a lot of attention. Long Island has had a grip on him so far.
Jones just 1 of 5, shooting it from 3 as Chaney Johnson steps out of bounds. Both teams with 6 turnovers in the game. Let's give you a look at the stellar third quarter shooting from Long Island. 61 from 2, 71 from 3. McCoy's been a bright spot here in the third for Grand Rapids, but his 3 goes off the front of the rim. Johnson guarded tightly by Jones, over to Roberts, uses the screen and floats it up top for David Waka. How about that 2-man game?
Beautiful execution. Here's where you run your stuff. You're patient on offense. You want a good shot, throw it right at the rim. Waka flushes it.
Nice connection off the bench there for the Nets as Grand Rapids continues to struggle from long range. Ben Coupette Jr. into the game. That ball goes out of bounds, last touch by Roberts. Grand Rapids 3 of 17 from the field here in the third quarter. Nets lead it by 17, their largest lead of the game. Trailed it by 19 in the first half. A complete role reversal here in the second half for Long Island. Here's Coupette. He was bumped, and he'll head to the line.
Well, we haven't seen Moses Brown do much here in this third quarter. And he was showing domination in that first half, so other players having to step up.
Moses Brown scoreless here in the third quarter. He had 17. To your point, Tom, there in the first half. We discussed it before the break. The Nets had to come up with some kind of adjustment to slow down Brown. And David Waka and the rest of the bigs for the Nets are up to the task. What a finish inside from Waka.
Hey now. All right. Waka has joined the party. Terrific patience under the rim to get the shot that he wanted. It was an easy flush.
That's with the steal on one end. They give it up on the other. Here's McCoy with Johnson in his back pocket. Johnson with the block. Second effort, no good, and here comes Long Island. It's Schumacher to Scott. Trey Scott with the Euro is going to call for the offensive foul. For David Waka, big man off the bench, 16 minutes. He's got 6 points, 5 rebounds. Tom, you and I talked to Mufani Udofia before the game. Asked him about David Waka, particularly finishing around the rim. And this is a quote from Coach. He said, "We want him to be a beast. Be a beast and be a force on the offensive end." Waka lately playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he is. And Coach has said that, you know, he has to constantly, you know, encourage and tell him, like, you have the tools in the bag. Utilize it out there on the floor. And we've been seeing him do that here in the nitty-gritty parts of the season in February. So give a lot of credit to him for just fighting through it mentally to be able to do something out there on the offensive end.
When Mufani Udofia and this Nets coaching staff talk about their bigs, Waka, David Nelson, guys like that, they often talk about plays that impact winning.
Yeah.
And that's what Nelson and particularly Waka lately has done. And Mufani Udofia also said he was looking forward to Waka against Moses Brown. It was Brown who was fouled by Waka on that previous possession. And there's David Waka with one of those impact plays, a block from behind in transition. Here come the Nets with the response. Trey Scott with the finish and the foul.
How many times are we going to see the sequence? Block to transition points. I love it. Right now, the Long Island Nets playing some stifling defense on the other end. David Waka not giving up on the play. And then Schumacher, ball handling, eyes up in transition. Just finds Trey Scott diving to the cup, and that was a tough finish, man. I love it.
Nice job there by Scott with the presence of mind, knowing he's going to get hacked. Kind of aborting the dunk, making sure he got the bucket, but he does come up short there with the free throw. Nets enjoying the edge in fast break points, 14-3. Largest lead of the game for either team. It's the Nets by 21. Roberts has it taken away by Akinjo, and that's going to be an open layup for the Gold. Nets lead it by 19, about a 5.5 second differential. Shot clock to game clock as Alex Schumacher brings it up, guarded by Akinjo. See how much of the shot clock here the Nets want to take off before they take a shot. It's Scott. 3 is long. Brown with the rebound, has it poked away out of bounds. We'll stay with Grand Rapids. Under 9 seconds to go here in the third. There's McCoy. Floater in the lane with a 2.5 on the clock. Roberts going to put up a heave. Didn't get it off in time, I don't believe. And that is the way it's going to end here in the third, 95-78. That's on top.
The Long Island Nets are back for the 2025-2026 NBA G League season, and it's going to be better than ever. Watch tomorrow's NBA Superstars today, live at Nassau Coliseum. Feel the excitement with electrifying dance performances and entertainment that'll have you on your feet all night long. Bring the whole family. The Kids Zone is packed with fun for the little ones. Stick around after the game for exclusive player autographs and your chance to meet the future stars up close and personal. Get your tickets today on Ticketmaster.com and come experience basketball like never before.
You're going to play as hard as you can for those 20 minutes you've got as Etienne in the corner. 4
of 13. The Nets 5 of 14.
Corner 3 from Williams. Going to games as a kid, all different kinds of sports that were held here as Etienne in transition late. Now 5 on the shot clock. Smith, kick out. Etienne's got to put one up, and he knocks it down. Long rebound comes out to Smith. He's got it back. Etienne got it. Now Williams, a straightaway 3 is good. As Terry Roberts right into the game, making an impact up. Schumacher, extra pass, wide open Roberts, it's good. Roberts puts it on the floor, his floater goes. Patient offense here from the Nets is Roberts, the fall away
About
point.
the size, yeah, for sure. Well, play on.
Well, keep an eye on the next dunk. Smith. Kick out. Johnson 3 is good.
The quality of our choices affects the quality of our lives. So when it comes to how you move, you choose to see a doctor or the #1 orthopedic specialists in the world, backed by a team who custom tailor your treatment. Do you choose to live with limitations or live life to the fullest by going to the place that's #1 at getting people back to what they love? Choose better, move better. HSS.
Welcome back to the Coliseum. Dom, the Nets opening up this big lead and doing it from long range.
Man, they are raining down threes, 53% from the three-point line. They've hit 14 threes in this game. They were 5 of 8 in the third quarter. I like the way they were getting them. Penetration in the lane, working the ball around, and being able to find the open shooters. You got 7 players who hit a 3 here tonight. A really nice job of just facilitating and getting some nice shots. 23 assists.
Grand Rapids opens up the fourth quarter with a missed three-pointer from Terrence Hargrove. Here's Grant Nelson with the drive. Strong take there from the net center. Lead back up to 19 for Long Island. Seven to shoot here. Jones, catch and release is short, but the rebound stays with Grand Rapids. Worked around to McCoy. Head fake gets him open. Floater was halfway down before Malachi Smith comes up with the board. Schumacher, nice pass inside to Grant Nelson. He's fouled.
And was that on Goodwin?
That foul is on Goodwin, and Goodwin has fouled out of this game. Tom is going to look at the spectacular third quarter shooting from the Nets, 67% from the field, and that 40 points in the third, tying a regular season high.
I really loved how balanced it was, too. I mean, knocking down the 3, but also points in the paint was at a premium in that third quarter. And right now, they have 46 points in the paint. Just an overall solid game so far.
Jones driving baseline, help defense comes in time for the Nets, and it ends up in the hands of Grant Nelson. Chaney Johnson going to pull it out, didn't have numbers. Ball's out of bounds, and it's off of Chaney Johnson. Well, there is Dane Goodwin, who has fouled out of this game, only 8 points on 2 of 10 from the field. A frustrating night, no doubt, for the former Notre Dame Fighting Irish star.
I mean, that string of about, what, like a minute? He picked up 3 fouls and then comes back into the game and just reaches in on Grant Nelson. That's a play you just got to let go.
It wasn't a minute. It was mere seconds. It was
Yeah.
it was 15, 20 seconds. He picked up 3 fouls, a technical foul. Kind of Grand Rapids needed cooler heads to prevail there. Instead, they lose one of their premier scorers from this game as they face a big deficit here in the fourth quarter. Ooh, McCoy with a fancy step over. That's going to be an open 3 for Terrence Hargrove. Javante McCoy is the super sub here for Grand Rapids. He's come off the bench, all 14 regular season games. He's averaging 17 points per game. A guy who can really fill it up in a reserve role for the Golds.
Yeah, and an unfortunate story about him last year too. Getting the call up, was on the cruise, and then has a season-ending injury a week later. So he's been making do this season.
Well, after that bucket from Edwards, Mufandi Dofia wants to talk about it.
Homegrown, hand-picked, a team grows in Brooklyn. Watch the Nets all season on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
So all eyes on number 10 in blue tonight. Again, 8 to tie, 9 to break the Long Island Nets all-time scoring record for Smith. Finds Williams trailing. Nate Williams. Williams, the pump fake and the feed from Waka.
4 of 13, the Nets 5 of 14.
Corner 3 from Williams is good. Yukimoto out in transition, had it blocked. Nate Williams on the other end. Schumacher bouncing from Waka, extra feed for up. Nate Williams bullies his way. That was an impressive pass from Wendell Moore. Now Williams' a straightaway 3 is good. Williams backing down Moore to the hook.
Welcome back here to the Coliseum. Nets lead it by 16, 99-83. Followed up that spectacular third quarter with a pretty good start here to the fourth. And lately, Dominique, for the Nets, it has been Long Island lockdown. This defense at the start of the regular season has been phenomenal for Mufandi Dofia and his team.
Yeah, they've really been connected on the defensive end and forcing turnovers. They are getting 25 points off of turnovers. That's 3rd in the G in the regular season, forcing 20.5 turnovers a game. But I like that even when they're not forcing turnovers, they're also blocking shots. Moaka has 3 blocks tonight. They're also protecting the paint, the movement. You know, it's not all about the steals. It's about just staying sound in your defensive principles, and they've been doing that so far.
Last 3 games for the Nets, holding opponents to 106 points per game. That's 3rd best in the entire G League. It's been like that all season long. That wasn't necessarily the case during the tip-off tournament for the Nets. We got a foul here. Nate Williams going to head to the line. Nets starting to catch up here at the free throw line. This will be their 9th attempt of the game. We're going to have a technical foul here. It's called on Terrence Hargrove, so Nate Williams will take the technical free throw, make it. That's worth 1. Now he will shoot the free throw, 1 worth 2 after getting fouled on that field goal attempt. Williams connects on both. That's amazing, Dominique, on any given day in the G League. Back on Wednesday, the Nets had their season worst shooting effort, a little over 40% from the field. Tonight they're shooting 54%. Had their second worst effort from 3. Tonight they're shooting 52%. I mean, just lights out across the board after the Nets really struggled on Wednesday against Motor City.
I mean, that's the game. You know, I give them a lot of credit for just being able to fight through that. It's such a mental battle. We talked about Tyson Etienne, how he was struggling for a few games. Being able to come out here, get hot on your home floor, that has to feel good, boost the confidence. But they all just been staying together. I really like the camaraderie of this team.
The Nets not letting Grand Rapids get anything easy. Bold contest there from E.J. Liddell as Kessler Edwards tried for something spectacular. For Edwards in his return to the Coliseum, he has 13 points, 4 rebounds, couple assists. Four players in double figures for Grand Rapids. Nets also have 4, but they have a couple standouts in Etienne with 26 and Malachi Smith with 21. And for Nate Williams, 15 points, 10 rebounds. His second double-double of the year, and they've come in back-to-back games. Grant Nelson misses the first one, sticks with it, and scores. Had a little look at the official like, come on, man. Where's my and one?
Yeah, pump fake 2 defenders. It has been physical in the post. We've been seeing that.
McCoy, open look at a 3. That one's no good. Big-time rebound from Terrence Hargrove.
Well, this lead is not a huge lead. I mean, no lead is safe in the G.
No lead is
we
a huge
know
lead.
that this team just pulled it off their last game. Still got to credit and keep playing hard, corral the offensive rebounds, and Malachi doing a nice job just following on his own.
Well, to your point, Dominique, in the game on Thursday at Maine, Grand Rapids trailed by 22 at one point in the third quarter. Obviously came back, got that game to overtime, and won it in the extra session, and right on cue, there's a 3 from Curtis Jones.
And then this also feels like, I don't know about you, Matt, but it feels like, you know, around the time where we saw the Motor City Cruise just kind of like come together, get some stops, and make a run, made that game close, and then eventually pulling it off. So
look no further than the last period for Long Island, where the Nets went absolutely bonkers in the first couple minutes of that third quarter. A 25-0 run in the third quarter as Long Island completely flipped the story of this game. So no lead is ever safe.
Yeah, I mean,
we hear that all the time. We say that all the time, and certainly that's what Ryan Bowen is telling his team here. Keep at it. Got over 6 minutes to go to get back into this game. It would help if they got Moses Brown going. Brown still has not scored here in the second half after having 17 points in the first half.
This was throwing some different looks at him defensively. I feel like the double has been coming early. The other thing with that is they've been keeping him from being on the block. You see Liddell getting physical already on the inbound, just not letting him get set and get his positioning down low, and that's been disruptive.
It's not enough that Brown hasn't scored. He's only taken 1 shot here in the second half. Etienne high off the glass. Had to adjust his shot with Brown closing in. Grand Rapids has numbers and a floater for Hargrove.
Well, I know that they only have 9 fast break points. But again, this is a team that is 6th in pace. They like to push it fast. You have to get back in transition. And Hargrove was wide open underneath the goal.
Scott, open 3 is short. Rebound to Brown. It's a 14-point lead here for the Nets. 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Long Island trying to close out a 4-game homestand with 3 wins. Liddell with a fight for Brown for that rebound. Moses Brown was fouled. How about that battle down low between Liddell and Brown?
You read my mind. Liddell's had his hands full. I mean, he's 6'6", strong body. Again, just been trying to face guard Brown, not let him get comfortable, not let him get anything easy. I felt like even the foul there, when he was able to get into the paint, just not letting him get the shot up, was just kind of a message, like, you're not going to get anything easy on me.
Moses Brown, 7th-year pro, 160-plus games in the NBA. Last year, Dom, in the G League, playing for Westchester, he was the G League Player of the Month twice, January and March, for the Westchester Knicks. A guy here in year 7 still contributing in a big way at the G League level. Liddell fires it inside to Williams. Brown closes out. Malachi Smith to beat the shot clock buzzer. Too strong, but an offensive rebound secured by Trey Scott. Smith has it over to Nate Williams. That one's short. Brown the board.
Yeah, they're getting some good looks.
Akinjo lobbing it up for Brown. We get a whistle. And that's going to be a foul on Tyson Etienne, trying to slow down the lob there for Moses Brown.
Again, another situation where they're not letting Brown get the shot up, anything easy. Been seeing the reach in, the ticky-tack fouls, they'll take it. You know, no one in particularly foul trouble except for E.J. Liddell for the Long Island Nets.
Liddell has
and
5.
Grant Nelson, excuse me.
Nelson with 3, Etienne with 3. We're under 5 here to go. Jones finds an open Edwards in the corner. There's the 3, and it's now an 11-point lead.
Yeah, you see how quickly this swings. I mean, if you're the Gold, right, you want to cut this thing to 10 with 4 minutes left to go, you're in perfect position to make a run for it.
8-0 run here for Grand Rapids as Moses Brown swats that one out of bounds. Give you another look here at the rim protection from the 7'2" Brown.
Yeah, and Coach Udofia is arguing Curtis Jones on the hip of Nate Williams, but I thought that was a clean block. Great help defense from Brown.
Etienne catch and shoot 2 is no good. Here comes Akinjo. Pushing it to Jones. That 3 is good. And we're getting a foul as well.
Is that on Liddell?
It's on, I believe, Trey Scott. So count the triple, and now Moses Brown to the free throw line. But before that, we're going to get a timeout here from Mufon Udofia. This one a long way from being over. Nets by 8.
Keep going. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Tough jumpers are a little easier.
This play was designed to do this.
Look at the numbers or the highlights.
Good pass. Hammers it down and gets fouled.
To me, you're always good at your family. Some lobs are deemed as disrespectful.
Unbelievable.
As a group, we have to get better.
You heard it here first.
No matter if I'm with the Brooklyn Nets or if I'm with the Long Island Nets, just be an everyday guy. Continue to be consistent, share my energy and my light on other people.
I just know that I'm more than capable, more than able, than playing at the next level again, getting back there. I know my shot is never over.
I want to be one of the greatest to ever do it. I'm going to always play 110% every ounce of the game.
Growth and development. I think, obviously those go hand in hand, right? And we're trying to get better, 1% better each and every single day. Guys developing, guys growing. And what that'll lead to is, success on the court.
Nets led it by as many as 21 here in the second half. The lead is down to 8. Grand Rapids on an 11-0 run, the latest coming from Curtis Jones.
Jones, kind of a quiet outing for him, but still got 17 points. He's 5 of 14 from the floor, but hitting a big shot when they need it, kind of get this run going. They called a foul away from the ball, and Moses Brown is going to the free throw line.
Another opportunity here for Grand Rapids to continue to chip into the Nets' lead. Brown connects. That one-handed free throw of his. We've got a 7-point lead on the heels of a 12-0 run from Grand Rapids. Nelson inside to Liddell. Soft touch, the floater over the outstretched arm of Kessler Edwards.
Really nice tight movement off the curl. Nelson found him down low, and Liddell intentional on the offensive end, scoring the bucket.
Jones with a deep 3 is good. Curtis Jones starting to heat up here in the fourth. He's got 20 points.
He can hit those. The deep logo threes. It wasn't quite a logo one, but he was far from the three-point line. And he is heating up right now. Terrific score.
Smith to Nelson inside. And Grant Nelson will go to the line. Oof, that battle inside. Over the final 3 minutes, Dom, feels like it might decide this game. Grant Nelson, David Waka, if he's in there going up against Moses Brown. Nets struggling here from the field as Nelson can't connect on the free throw. 4 of 16 from the field in the fourth quarter for Long Island.
You can see Curtis Jones off of the ball right now because they wanted to get him to knock down some more threes. He's got the hot hand. And Etienne tasked with the assignment.
6 to shoot. Edwards picked up his dribble. He's got to get rid of it. Akinjo now 2 to shoot. That's a runner from James Akinjo is short. Moses Brown, first try, no good. Gets the second rebound, and he's fouled. I believe it's on Grant Nelson. It is. 4th foul on Nelson. So E.J. Liddell playing with 5. Nelson now 4. Etienne, Trey Scott have 3.
Yeah, it's definitely time to look at the foul trouble here now as it gets later on in this game. And you know they're going to try to get the ball into Moses Brown as much as they can.
108-104. Feels like the Nets are holding on for dear life here in the fourth quarter. Moses Brown, he's now up to 20 points, 16 rebounds. Malachi Smith off the glass will go to the free throw line. Ryan Bowen is going to take a challenge here. Wants the officials to take a look at it. We'll keep it here. Big time run by Grand Rapids. Has them down by 4. The officials gathering in front of us, they'll get a look at this foul call. Malachi Smith leaving his feet, got bumped, and right away Curtis Jones going to talk to the official about it.
Just a handoff here. Jones, I mean, looked clean. Looked like Malachi kind of leaned into him a little bit to draw the contact. I think it's more of a no call than anything.
Well, you're on a hot streak lately, Dom, so I'm going to take your word for it. I kind of see it the same way you do. It looked like Smith kind of initiated the contact.
Kind of leaned in.
Curtis Jones was just along for the ride, right?
Right, exactly. He stops, and, you know, Jones is also taking his momentum, right? He can only stop so much, taking his momentum as he's chasing Malachi. But I definitely think it's a no call.
While we have a moment here, Dom, want to pay tribute to a longtime member of the Long Island Nets staff. That is Wade Richardson with the headset on, our senior manager of community relations and game presentation. This is Wade's last game with the Long Island Nets. He is headed for Gotham FC, where he's going to work in a similar role. Wade has been an OG, an original Long Island Nets staffer, one of the best guys at what he does in the G League. I've loved working with him. I know you have as well, Dom. One of the true nice guys and hardest workers in a business of hard workers here. When you talk about the G League level, we wish Wade nothing but the best.
Yeah, man. He's so loved. Always got a smile on his face. Such a hard worker. In my 2 years that I've been here, gotten to know Wade, and he's just a lot of fun to be around and an infectious energy that we have here in Long Island, so we're definitely gonna miss him. Oh my gosh! And wait, I love this shirt.
I was just gonna say, I mean, few better dressers than our Wade Richardson, and you know he's coming correct on Liberty Night.
Oh yeah, he puts it on.
And they just gave him a nice tribute on the monitor here when we went to Challenge. So we'd be remiss if we didn't mention Wade being on his way as we have the official word here from the officials. All right, so the call is confirmed. Unsuccessful challenge. It's going to remain a foul on the floor, and Malachi Smith heads to the free throw line as we thank Sarah Williams for coming over to give us an explanation.
Hey, Long Island will take it, especially in this tight game. You see Curtis Jones still arguing his case.
So is Ryan Bowen, you can see on your screen. Well, you and I agree. We think Bowen has a case.
Yeah, I thought that was tough. I really did.
You know, you got to have enough to overturn the call on the court. And obviously, that was a foul with Smith at the free throw line, and maybe some basketball karma there as Smith misses the free throw. So it remains a 4-point lead here for the Nets, approaching 2 minutes to go in regulation.
What you talking about, basketball karma? We're talking about ball don't lie? That one.
Jones, another deep three. No good. Second chance effort from Edwards. Rolls off the rim. The Nets have it, and Malachi Smith is in no hurry.
Yeah, if Jones is going to get a look from three-point line, it's got to be that. I mean, tough. Etienne running him off, making him hit a step back, and he missed it.
Defending the three-point line, one of your keys coming into the game, Dom. Here's Tyson Etienne. He has been on fire tonight. 7 made triples, but comes up empty there. Akinjo lobbing it to Brown, and we'll get a foul, I believe, on Etienne. Nets are over the limit, so Moses Brown to the free throw line. He's been very good, 5 of 7. Comes up short inside of 2 minutes, so we revert back to traditional NBA free throw rules. So a second one on the way here for Moses Brown. Second on the way from Brown is good. Coming into the game, a 55% free throw shooter. Well, that'll be the guy that the Nets likely want to target here if they want to send a member of the goal to the free throw line. Here's Malachi Smith dropping it off for Grant Nelson, going right at the defense. Huge finish for the rookie big man.
Oh my goodness, my jaw is dropped. My jaw's on the floor. Grant Nelson just taking off.
And now it's Nelson swatting away the lob. What a sequence for Grant Nelson as the Nets lead it by 5. 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter. Once again, the Nets looking to take their time. Smith gets it into the paint. Floater over Brown. And a timeout taken by Ryan Bowen in Grand Rapids. What a couple trips up and down the floor here for Long Island. Dom, when it matters most for the Nets.
When it matters most, being able to grit out this win. Gold go on a run. Long Island Nets continue to stay within themselves. Beautiful pass here from Malachi to Grant. Man, he took off and puffed up his chest after that one and then wipes away the shot on the other end. Talked about defense, something he wanted to be good at, better at. But I just give a lot of credit to Grant Nelson here tonight. He had his hands full with Moses Brown down low, got in foul trouble in the first half, and he just kept playing, kept bringing that energy. And he is putting together some great minutes here tonight.
What a sequence from Grant Nelson and then Malachi Smith putting a button on it with this shot to get the Nets up by 7 and force a timeout from Grand Rapids. Smith with 25. Grant Nelson has 11, go along with 5 rebounds, none bigger than those emphatic 2 over Moses Brown. Ball advancing to the front court here for Grand Rapids. McCoy covered by Nelson, fall away, that's tough. And a big rebound from Tyson Etienne. Grand Rapids selling out for a steal here, they don't get it, and they're gonna have to foul, and they foul E.J. Liddell.
Grand Rapids foul number 13, Javante McCoy, his second, team Smith.
Another defensive stop down for Grant Nelson.
Nice job just moving the feet. Moving the feet, something he's been working on, cutting off the baseline and then not giving up on it, contesting the fadeaway jumper. Really love his growth throughout the season. First and foremost, getting healthy, being able to play extended minutes, and then showcasing what he's been working on.
E.J. Liddell hits the first. He's 3 of 3 from the line, make it 4 of 4. As the lead is back to a comfortable 9 points here, under 40 to play. Akinjo, quick bucket for Grand Rapids, Coleman Hawkins. Gold going for a steal, and they'll foul Nate Williams.
Grand Rapids foul number 13, Javonte McCoy, 3rd personal foul.
Nets 5 of 7 from the line here in the fourth quarter. They can ice this game with a string of made free throws. Williams comes up short. Nets now 10 of 15 from the line in the game. Williams makes good on the second, and that's leaded by 8. Edwards, catch and shoot, 3 is long. Grant Nelson with the board. Let's see if the Rapids want to concede here as Malachi Smith dribbles it into the front court. And he will be able to dribble it out as the Nets get a hand from this Monday night crowd. Long Island hangs on to win it, 115-107 the final here at the Coliseum. They close out this 4-game homestand with a 3-1 record. 26 points from Tyson Etienne. He had 7 made threes in the game. Malachi Smith had 25 as all 5 starters for Long Island in double digits. E.J. Liddell with a terrific fourth quarter for Long Island as they held on there despite a big-time push from Grand Rapids. Moses Brown, 21 points to lead the Gold, 17 rebounds. Curtis Jones had 20. Kessler Edwards in his return to Nassau Coliseum, 16 points and 6 rebounds. The star offensively, especially in the first half for Long Island, was Tyson Etienne, 26 points, also had 6 assists. And Tyson is standing by with our Dominique Patrick.
Tyson, the last time you were on this floor, you became the Long Island Nets all-time leading scorer. Got to ask you about that. Now being back here and getting a win, what are your thoughts when you hear that?
Man, it's an honor. You know, it's been so many great players that have played in this organization, played on this basketball court. You know, so for me to be on any list with those guys is an honor. But the most important thing is what we're doing tonight and getting the win versus Grand Rapids, a great team. You know, we had to fight the entire game, but I'm just proud of the group, proud of what we did, just staying together, staying the course, and getting the win.
Speaking of the night, 26 points for you, 7 of 12 from the three-point line. Felt like a couple of games you were kind of talking to yourself, playing through some frustration here. What does it mean to you to get back in your rhythm here?
You know, just, you know, a testament to the work, you know, just staying focused. You know, sometimes you're going to have great shooting games. Sometimes you're not going to have as great shooting games, but you got to trust the work that you put in. You know, my team got a bunch of confidence in me. Every time I shoot, whether it goes in or doesn't, they up celebrating like it's going in. So I got the group behind me. And just add that with the work that I put in, it should be no reason for me to ever, you know, be down on my shot. So I just stay the course and just continue to work every day.
You guys have stayed together. What does this mean? What does this win mean for your team here tonight?
Huge. You know, we don't have a game here on our home court for a little bit. We go up to Montreal, go on a roll. You know, last game we lost a tough one in front of our fans. So just to bounce back, had a resilience. You know, we had nice uniforms on tonight, showing love to the Liberty. So it's just important for us to get a win.
That's cool. Appreciate you. All right, back to you, Matt.
All right, thank you, Dominique, and thank you, Tyson. Look good, play good, and that certainly did in the second half. They win at 115-107. We'll wrap it up from the Coliseum right after this.
There we go. At the Nassau Suffolk Autism Society, we provide free events, social and recreational events for individuals with autism and their families. There are a lot of challenges with that. So we take those challenges away by working with different venues and organizations like the Long Island Nets, and we make safe, supportive spaces for people with autism and their families to go out and have just great experiences together. Ooh. Today we're doing some handprints. Linking Long Island is another way of saying, you know, we're connecting, but the handprints is really connecting our kids to the event and to the team. We have so many families that come, and it's just a special environment, a special place. I mean, you know, we're very welcome there. Our kids are very comfortable there. There's a lot of, you know, fun, different things for them, but there's just no judgment, and that's always the most important thing.
You're going to play as hard as you can for those 20 minutes you've got. As Etienne in the corner,
4 of 13. The Nets 5 of 14.
Corner 3 from Williams. Going to games as a kid, you know, all different kinds of sports that were held here. As Etienne in transition late. Now 5 on the shot clock. Smith, kick out. Etienne's got to put one up, and he knocks it down. Long rebound comes out to Smith. He's got it back. Etienne got it. Now Williams' a straightaway 3 is good.
Unbelievable night for the Nets.
Drafted 5 basketball players that have a lot of potential.
And the reality is, when you have minutes, whoever you are on our team, you have to take advantage of those minutes.
Drake, what about you, man? Having fun?
Drake, Powell, Cash. Saraf started playing pro at 16.
Traore outrunning everybody the other end.
This is the foundation of the future of the Brooklyn Nets.
What a game here at the Coliseum. Exciting second half as the Nets rally back after being down by 19 in the first half. They win in 115-107. Dominique and Matt here. Welcome you back courtside as the Nets, Dom, they close out this 4-game homestand. An impressive 3-1. Their only loss was a couple nights ago against Motor City. Lost that game by 2. Arguably should have won that one as well. But we digress. A fantastic night here for the Nets. Up and down the lineup, the second half, they were at their best.
I mean, it was great. I mean, up and down the lineups, getting contribution. They had the bench points. They had the starters finally getting into their rhythm there, knocking down the 3 ball, 42% from 3. Kind of dropped off a little bit, but we talked about that third quarter, how it was pivotal in them pulling off this win here today.
The Nets went on a 25-0 run there
in
the third quarter. Some of the best ball we've seen Long Island play all year. And just a reminder, a couple of nights ago in that loss to Motor City, the Nets had their worst night in the regular season shooting the basketball. Tonight, arguably their best. 50% from the field. Like you said, Dom, 14 made threes, 42% from 3. And remember how badly they were being out-rebounded in the first half? Really came and completely flipped the script. The adjustment in the second half was terrific and a really good night for the Nets. Let's give you a look at some of the high scorers. Moses Brown, another double-double, 21 and 17. He had 17 points, though, in the first half, so the Nets did a good job of containing him. Jones started bombing away there in the second half. Kessler Edwards with 16 in his return to the Coliseum. For the Nets, Etienne 26, Malachi Smith 25, leading the way. And should mention Grant Nelson with 2 thunderous points there. That'll be remembered for a long time here on Liberty Affiliate Night. The Nets looked good. They played good. They channeled the New York Liberty with their effort tonight. Next game for the Nets as they hit the road, they'll play on Thursday at Windy City. That's an early start, 12 o'clock Eastern time from Illinois. Our next home broadcast, well, that'll originate from Laval, Quebec, Canada. Nets and Noblesville on Sunday. But for now, we sign off here from the Coliseum. Big win for the Nets, 115-107. Good night from Uniondale.
This copyrighted broadcast of the NBA G League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the NBA G League.